नहीं है फोटो भी आ रही है मुझे नहीं चाहिए मगर क्या फोटो बंद करो बंद करो
I request you all to please mute yourself. We'll be starting. A very warm good morning. There is a glitch. Please mute yourself, please. Good afternoon, all. We'll be starting with our webinar today. We have with us our speaker for today, Advocate Dr. Arun Mishra. Dr. Arun Mishra is a practicing advocate, Supreme Court, High Court, and medico-legal consultant. He has completed LMM Crime, Mumbai University. He also has to his credit 3 different graduations in microbiology, medicine, and law, and also 3 different post-graduations in medicine, law, and in yoga, and other qualifications such as D Pharma, DMLT, and D Yoga, which are all related to medicine. After successfully handling almost 16,000 plus of medical legal cases in the last 16 years, he has attributed this to the practical and combined knowledge of medicine and law. His ambition is to create awareness, unity, and confidence among all the doctors in the fraternity. He has got his credit from the authority of writing 8-volume books on the law of medicine. I request our speaker for today, Dr. Arun Mishra, to please highlight us on today's topic, that is understanding professional indemnity and medical legal services. Thank you. And I request everyone to please mute yourself during the webinar. If there are any questions they want to ask or any queries, please put it in the chat box session. It will be answered by our speaker. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And thanks to all the delegates here and IDA committee for making this possible for all my people to understand the medical world. Friend, in a journey of 18 years, by handling 18,000 issues, I have found that things are different in our country. Today, HP, can you mute? 18,000 issues which I have handled. I found that the things are different in today in our country. When I talk about medical negligence cases going to the court of law. In my journey, initial phase, I have found that dental are the most safest people in this country when I talk about medical negligence. But recent past down the line 5 years, the last 5 years, I've changed all scenario where I have started getting lots of cases against the dental people and dentistry, which not only related to the cosmetic procedure performed or performance-based result promised to them, or it could be implant or root canal, or it could be braces. Even for the tooth cleaning, people have gone. And to the extent pain is also a new domain which has been found by the consumer for filing a consumer cases in a court of law. When I talk about dental people, I was very clear that nothing happens to them, but around 4 to 5 death cases in dental practices due to local anesthesia leading to anaphylactide, I have handled. I found that in spite of doing anything and everything, still my doctor was troubled in this country. And my doctor with a fearful hand cannot give a justice to our people. I was a doctor like you. I've done post-graduation in medicine. I've enjoyed a practice for almost 17 years. I've started organization with the name Doctors Risk Medico-legal Services, founded in 2003 and started from 2005. Just to protect a doctor from all sort of a medical illness cases, because I want to safeguard my doctor as they safeguard the society altogether. Being a doctor, I'm very clear that my doctor never does anything intentionally. Whatever he does, it does in the process of treating a patient. My friend, 2012, I have surrendered my medical degree and opted for Bar Council registration. Today, I'm practicing advocate in Honorable Supreme Court and High Court, rightly said by my colleague. In this journey, one thing I have learned, that if at all I wanted to safeguard my doctors from medical negligence cases, only thing left with me is to educate them. Because ignorance is the cause of suffering, said by Gautam Buddha. And if you seize this, if you really wish to seize the suffering, replace it ignorance with the knowledge. And today, because of IDA head office, we got connected to each other, where I'm going to share lots of experience of mine in live practicing law and protecting a doctor in court of law, which definitely is going to help you a lot to understand how we are safe in this country. When I use the word safe, means law is good for the doctor. But problem is that they are not aware about these laws, and that's the reason they suffer. Today, I'm going to deal everything in relation to that in my journey, and definitely speak about the defenses which doctors need to follow if they want to protect themselves from all sort of negligence cases and want to have peace. I say so because the liability we cannot avoid in this country. Satisfaction of the patient, the scenario got changed. Reason behind that, we are in a country where we are dealing with youngsters in this country. They are master in internet. They know to search everything on internet. And they have got access for filing a cases against the doctor. Satisfaction is not on the basis of satisfaction which your patient gets today's scenario. You can do a best performance. Patient is definitely happy with your treatment. But if third person comment that things is not good, litigation starts. And if they have paid a good amount, they expect definitely 100% result. So let us understand how to counter all this, how to safeguard our practice, how we can really make a difference in the life of a patient, making ourselves a peace. And this can definitely be done by you when you are aware about the law. So let me give you a glimpse of the law of this country when I talk about medico-legal practice. There are the three major liabilities which in my experiences, every doctor have to face in their career. The liability of criminality in a medical practice, where if at all my doctor is booked by the police officer, then at the end, if at all trial court convicts, then it is a jail punishment. Second, a civil liability, where the end result is a compensation. If at all patient is not happy, they can go to civil court under law of torts. They can go to consumer fora under CP Act 19 and want a compensation, where end result is a compensation, monetary loss. And third is a dental counsel liability, where patient can also go to dental counsel, where dental counsel can initiate a proceeding against the practitioner and can give a result as per the law. So we'll understand all this liability. But before I start, let me tell all my friend here, in spite of everything, remember one thing, law is good for the doctor. Law is really good for the doctor. So understand why I say this word to all my friend here, because I have found that with one police call or one police intervention or coming to your clinic, or one police officer handing a summon to you, or any summon sent by the court, disturb you, disturb your peace. You don't know what to do and how to react in scenario situation. And with all fear, you tend to do a loss of mistake. Not only that, even in a case where local anesthesia given to the patient has caused anaphylactic shock and many of the time patient died also, my doctor get feared with the feeling of arrest. But let me tell you, my friend, this is not possible today in our country. Even in spite of criminal liability, nothing is going to happen to you, my friend, because law is there to protect you. This is not my words. It is a word and guidelines given in Honorable Supreme Court's judgment, and which has really protected my doctor. So before I go to the judgment and guidelines, let me guide you about the liability which normally our people faces. In simple medical negligence case, where patient is alive, patient has just got a sensorism, a loss of sensation for some period. Patient has got pain in procedure. Patient is not happy with the procedure. Wherever he felt that negligence is there or could be swelling, infection, XYZ, they can still approach police station. And being a simple medical negligence, police has got all limitation. Even if at all it is proven, they can book you under 336 or 337 of IPC, which is very nominal section, which attracts 1 month or 6 months of punishment or 1,000 fine. So never ever get worried because it is a bailable offense. In a case of grievous hurt, when I say grievous hurt, I got a case where organ has got lost. Like tooth is one of the organ. Fracture of tooth, fracture of anything. In such a cases where the grievous injury is there, police maximum can book you under 338 of IPC, which is again bailable offense. Maximum punishment is 2 years. Nothing happened to my doctor because you're not going to get arrested. In spite of section speaks about the same. But the most worry point to all my doctor is 304A and 304 plain, which talks about death on table, death post-surgery, death post-treatment of a patient, where allegation of causing a death with negligent act. Suppose you are given a local anesthesia, patient got anaphylactic shock, patient died. What maximum can happen is 304A, which says causing a death without intention with negligent act. Again, it attracts maximum 2 years punishment, bailable offense. When I say bailable, you are having all the right to get a bail. So you'll not be sent behind the bar. So never ever get terrified in any scenario situation, because you are not intentionally causing a death. You are not murdering a guy. Whatever you are doing is under your professional duty. You are not a god that you are going to give a life to every single person come to you. Medical science itself has got their own limitations. So not to worry about that. So 304A is not very Draculous. I've got multiple cases registered against my doctor. Nothing happened to my doctor. I'll come down to the judgment. Before that, I just want to give you the brief idea about the criminal liability. But yes, my friend, I will definitely warn you. For the section 304, which is nowadays I am founding, much been applied on a people. Now, what this 304 says? It says causing a death without intention, with the knowledge that particular thing can lead to death. With the knowledge component plays a vital role, my friend, in a medical practice. Like in Salman Khan's case, the occupational negligence. In accident, 7 people died. He was released on a bail immediately. But once deposition done by the constable that he was drunk and driving, section got changed to 304. Knowledge. Same applies to the medical practice, my friend. The moment knowledge component has been interpreted, it becomes a heinous crime, and then non-bailable offense, 10 years punishment. Remember that. You need to be very careful. Cross-pathy practice, cross-speciality practice leading to death. I remember a dental doctor of Bihar who approached me, was an assistant to some chain hair transplant clinic, working under some specialized guy. And that time, the chain center has compelled her to do a procedure in absence of a doctor, which led to septicemia and death of the patient. And then later, the chain center has push all allegation on this doctor, saying that they were not our franchisees. She was doing independent practice. FIR says she was booked under 304. Right time she approached, we could able to avoid her arrest. But 304 says knowledge component. I've got a case where tooth extraction was done by my dental surgeon. Simple procedure. In spite of knowing the history of patient of diabetes, believed the patient that she is under control of diabetes, done the procedure. Later patient got infection, leaded to septicemia. Her blood sugar was 500 plus, got admitted to tertiary care center and died. Doctor was booked under 304, 10 years punishment, non-bailable offense, the knowledge component, my friend. Hence, prior to doing any procedure, my humble request to all my doctor to please go for investigation. Simple blood sugar can save you a lot. Simple CBC, where you recognize a patient is on a patient's hemoglobin level or other factors. Simple test of INR, where patient is under blood thinner to avoid any bleeding post-procedure. I've got a case where my dental surgeon has done a procedure and later blood has not stopped because he have not taken care of that. Patient got admitted to hospital and died because of the blood loss. I've got a case where infection has led to death. So multiple cases I have already got. That's the reason I'm warning you. In a criminal case, please be careful. I will narrate the case not related to dental, but some surgeon's case, because you are also a surgeon, where to get a bail was difficult task. This was a case of ENT surgeon who has posted a patient for tonsil abscess. 2 o'clock admitted a patient in the hospital. Send an investigation to the same hospital, laboratory. 4 o'clock, he got the report and everything was normal. 5 o'clock, posted a patient to OT. Medical mishap has happened. Patient died. It has gone for the opinion to expert. Expert is opinioned that one opinion that when fruit was observed, clear indication of pulmonary edema, why diuretic Lasix give it after 45 minutes? Okay, that's fine. But second was really Draculus, because in this case, when body was handed over to the police, that time only IPT paper was handed over. And routine habit of the hospital that investigation comes later, which goes in a file. So investigation report was not there in a file. And it has gone to the expert committee. And since report was not there, expert committee opinioned that either investigation not done or not documented. My friend, not done or not documented was interpreted by lawyer in a court of law to convert 304 into 304 plane, and according to him, law is absolute. So when it is mentioned not documented, not done, he convinced the court that there's no question of non-documentation. If it is not there, then it is not done. And doctor has proceeded without doing any investigation, having a knowledge that it can lead to death, and death has happened. 10 years punishment. We got a bail, that is a different issue altogether. But this is the new thing which is happening. But again, in spite of all this section, I will definitely tell to all my friends, never ever get terrified, because law is there to protect us, not to harass us. And that can be seen in 2005 triple bench. Honorable Supreme Court has given a beautiful interpretation of 304A in a Jacob Matthews case and formed a guidelines in 2005. And today also in 2023, still holding good, and we are not getting arrested on the spot. Where the judgment has defined occupational medical negligence versus professional medical negligence. Means negligence done by the driver and negligence done by the doctor. And court has said, doctor does not do anything intentionally. If at all we don't protect them, then in society there will be chaos, because with fearful hand, he cannot do a surgery. With fearful mind, he cannot give a justice to the patient. So their protection is needed. So professional medical negligence must be seen in different angle. And what they said, to fasten criminal liability against the doctor, the negligence must be gross. Gross means which can be seen from the eyes, or high degree of negligence. So beautifully narrated, my friend. And the same judgment has very categorically said, my friend, that medical science is a complex science. And human body is a complex machine. Hence, if doctor has given all the care, even in medical accident in the form of death, they should not be criminally held liable. So beautiful judgment, my friend. So you cannot be. And knowing that, in spite of that, police officer can harass the doctor, they formed the guidelines. And they said, medical science is the exact science. It is not expected that every judges will be aware about medical science, or police authority will be knowing the medical science, or advocate, maybe complainant are aware about medical science. Hence, if at all any criminal liability need to be fastened against the doctor, it must be referred to expert committee of doctors, preferably of same field. So if a dental case, there should be a dental surgeon, and preferably from government hospital. And because of this procedure, spot arrest is avoided, because police have to investigate, collect all medical record, take a statement, send to the committee, and committee will take enough time for giving opinion. Until the time my doctor is not arrested, you got ample opportunity to approach the court. So there's no table arrest or on the spot arrest. So not to worry about all this phenomena, because the same court said that if police authorities still go out of the way and arrest my doctor, then contempt petition must be initiated against them and they should be punished. And there, the reason is that, my friend, in criminal liability, we have been safeguarded in this country. So never ever get feared. In spite of there is a good liability, I will advise that take care of your medical practice, focus on medical record, let opinion comes. Never ever get terrified with any summons. You're not going to get arrested or police calls or on table death when police arrives. You are absolutely safe in this country when I talk about criminal liability. But the same thing applies to civil liability, where court has gone a step ahead and said every simple medical negligence is actionable under civil code. So your prescription also can be troublesome to you. Remember, my friend, I say again this word, law is absolute, 2 into 2, 4. There's no third option. So your prescription is dangerous. I am saying all this with my experience. Let me give an example to make you understand why I mean. Normally, I found that every single doctor gives a prescription which have got 4 drugs. One, they give painkiller, analgesic. Second, they give antibiotic to the patient. Third, they give PPI drug, Omez D or Omeprazole D, something like that. And fourth, they write multivitamins. It is normal prescription in the country. My friend, the first drug is 2 or 3 drug combination. Second is 2 or 3 drug combination. Third is 2 drug combination. Fourth is 6 drug combination. You yourself go to Google and put all this drug and ask for drug interaction. You will amazed to see that there is a drug interaction. And if it is drug interaction, law is absolute. You will be held for deficiency in service. So simple medical negligence, even for the pain, people are going to the court of law. So every simple medical, it is proven or not proven. You may win the case, but still patients are going to the court of law. And upper level is gone. In dental cases, I have started getting a cases of 1 crore also, which was not seen earlier. 2 crore also, which was not seen earlier. So in dental cases, 10 lakh, 15 lakh, 20 lakhs is common. Even in tooth extraction, people are demanding 10 lakh rupees. In implant and wherever these major things are, they are demanding 50,000. I've got a case where 50 lakhs case has been put because for bridge, tooth was removed and implant was not possible in the patient. The patient got sensitivity and pain. And this patient went to the court of law and practically been troubled. So be careful, my friend. Be careful, because your medical record speaks it loudly. 50 lakhs, 1 crore, now it is very common. In death, definitely it is going to be very high. In a medical negligence case, my friend, I have got a case of 30 crores in cesarean death. 28 crore compensation case in intramuscular injection leading to septicemia and death. 10 crore and above is very common. So court says that human body or human life cannot be compensated with any amount of money. So upper limit is gone. The Consumer Protection Act has brought a major changes in a favor of consumer today. And today the scenario is different in our country. The patient can file a complaint where he reside or work for gain. You are practicing in metro city like Mumbai, and migrant worker of Bihar or Tamil Nadu came to you for the treatment. That patient can file a case in Tamil Nadu or Bihar and you need to defend across the country. The new law has changed. Upper limit is gone. Filing a complaint, jurisdiction has been changed. Ease of filing a complaint is a new domain because of digital health and digitalization of the country. The new law says that anyone can sitting at home can file a complaint. You also can go on Consumer Fora website and file a complaint. Very ease of filing a complaint. No fees because law said, new law says up to 5 lakhs payment if it's done by the patient for the treatment. And even if filing a case of 5 crore, then also not a single fees he need to pay to the court. So free of charge complaint can be done. So simple medical negligence, my friend, is now been a deadly scenario. It is a deadly scenario, my friend, because we need to take care of ourselves. Upper limit has gone. Legal fees, even if you win the case, is irreversible. The pain, even if you win the case, is irreversible. So civil negligence is now a common. Third change, which the CP Act has brought for all my dental people, because I have seen majority of my dental people who are in dental cosmetic also are getting their patient through social media awareness, through Instagram, through WhatsApp, through website, through various other print media. But new law has changed in this country. And the new law says every advertisement will be seen by 140 crore population. Means across the country, every citizen. And then they said, if any advertisement is luring or ambiguous or misleading, the first penalty is 10 lakh rupees. Second penalty is 50 lakhs rupees. Third, even can go to the jail. The new law is absolutely different. If you all remember, or if you've read it, the Sensodyne toothpaste, someone has complained about his advertisement and he was booked for 10 lakh rupees. So your advertisement will be rooked by your rivals, because law says that anyone can complain, need not be your patient. So your rival also can file a complaint on your post, on your WhatsApp post, on your Instagram. So be careful what you're writing on that. There was a case where this center has given an advertisement saying that up to 50% discount. Lady completed his treatment and she was offered 20% discount. She felt cheated because she thought that she will get 50% discount. She went to Consumer Forum, and Consumer Forum said, up to word is a confusing word. Up to word is ambiguous word, and which can mislead to the patient. Hence, it is ambiguous advertisement, and she won the case. So ambiguous advertisement. So be careful. Guarantee, warranty is all dangerous words. In medical science, you cannot give a guarantee, warranty. So new CP Act has brought a greatest change in this country, where you need to be very, very careful when you are practicing and doing some Instagram activities, some Facebook activities, some website activity, which can really be troublesome to you. Medical counsel, my friend, I will say not to worry, because ultimately the body who takes the decision after inquiry is the doctors. They understand your medical terminology. They understand the practical aspect of medical practice. So we get lots of favor, but yes, complaint can be filed. One tweet to PMO, one tweet to health department, one tweet to any government department, get diverted to your counsel. So easy filing complaint. And once it is diverted to your medical counsel, suo motu action can be initiated by Dental Council of India. And I remember a case of a BDS doctor who was approached by this lady with a pain in tooth, was given a conservative treatment, but patient was not happy with the pain. She came back and she wanted to get rid of the pain. And she compelled the doctor to please remove the tooth because she wanted to have a relief. It is very common in dental practice. And at that time, she has not given a proper history to the doctor because she wanted to get rid of the pain. So he has not, when doctors asked about diabetes, she said, I don't have a diabetes. When asked about blood pressure, she said, no blood pressure. Believing her word, doctor has removed the tooth. She went home, came with all bleeding, profuse bleeding. Doctor has done a packing, went home, again came back around 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, midnight. Bleeding was continued. This doctor immediately called orthodontist for help. The lady reached to her center and she demanded BP instrument. Surprisingly, that was not with the dental people. He rushed to general practitioner, brought a BP instrument. BP was 220, 110 or 220, 140, something like that, very high. She asked for the suture material, which was not available in dental clinic. Ultimately, patient got admitted to hospital. BP was controlled. Then suturing was done at midnight. Even in spite, doctor has paid the bill of the hospital. The complainant has filed a complaint in Dental Council of India also, in various police stations also. We have handled, but this is common. I have got cases of root canal treatment where file is broken, which is very commonest phenomenon. But engulfing the file also, where immediately endoscopy and removal was advised, went to various forums for the company. So lots of cases are implant very common. Nowadays implant, because patient paying good amount of thing to the doctor, naturally they expect 100% result. Very common in implant and braziers and all cosmetic treatment done by my doctor. But we need to be very careful in all given scenario. So my friend, I'll advise you to follow a few steps to protect yourself in a medical practice. With my experience, I could able to find 5 important steps, which if doctor follows, can be the best thing for the doctor to protect him from litigation and to have a peace. The first and foremost thing which I'll advise my doctor, to maintain a proper medical record. When I say proper medical record, it must be proper medical record. If you are calling for 8 sitting, 10 sitting, 5 sitting, you need to be very careful that what process you are going to follow on every sitting need to be properly documented, proper consent, proper medical fitness. Wherever is demand, I still remember a case where 73-year-old guy came to this doctor for tooth removal, given a history of ISD and diabetes. Well, conscious doctors told this patient to go and bring a medical fitness prior I do the procedure on you. This patient has gone to his family doctor, who was a general practitioner, and taken a fitness from him. And this guy has given a fitness on the basis of BP he checked and the clinical examination. Tooth extraction was done in the morning and evening, patient died. Maybe heart attack, maybe whatever. And the doctor was alleged. Ask yourself, in ISD and diabetic case, without doing any investigation, is fitness is going to be acceptable in court of law? So proper medical record. I'll give one example to make you understand. There was a case of cosmetic dental clinic where laser removal was done by this doctor. 8-10 sitting was advised on a lady. Through laser, hair removal was done. 8 sittings in desirable result was not there. Doctors increased the frequency, and it led to the skin burn of that lady, which was treated by the center. Lady has filed a complaint to Consumer Fora. Doctor has defended himself, saying that this is the consent form where I have explained about the possible complication of skin burn or redness of skin, which was treated. And she has signed after reading all this. There's the question that I have done any negligence in that. And court has accepted the defense and relieved the doctor. But in other case, as I said, oral does not have got a value. Written prevails. Well, lumbar puncture was done by this particular neurosurgeon in a case of brain hernial patient which died. After death, the relative has filed a complaint in Consumer Fora for the causing a pain. I said, no, only for the pain, people are going there. I told to Consumer Fora that when this procedure of LP was done, I heard a crying and painful voice of my sister. She was crying with the pain. I rushed to the procedure room. I found that 2 people are holding my sister and doctor is injecting some needle on her back. And she's crying with the pain. Causing a pain is deficient in service. Doctor defended himself, saying that I have used standard protocol of treatment. I have given a local anesthesia to the patient prior to the procedure. But when medical record was observed, nowhere in medical record LA word or local anesthesia word was found. And doctor was held responsible for deficiency. And my friend, you all use local anesthesia rampantly for every procedure. And your medical record does not have that, then tomorrow it will be difficult for you to defend yourself. Medical record is very, very vital role player in Consumer Fora or in criminal court or in a medical council. Your medical record is going to save you a lot. So focus on a medical record. Second defense, professional indemnity policy, my friend. In criminal court, you are defended by the court. You are being protected by the court. Not to worry, you will not be arrested. But in civil case, as I said, legal fees can be painful to you. even if you win the case. Harassment can be painful to you, even if you win the case. So for all such, one of the best defenses advised is a professional indemnity policy. You being a professional, you need to cover by insurance for protection of all monetary loss, like a liability policy, like a medical policy. My doctor invests huge amount on a car insurance, bike insurance, just to protect their car and bike. And years to years, there's no accident happen, but still pay first party insurance, not third party. There's a vast difference between the premium of third party and a first party. But don't protect themselves who have purchased this car. We are lucky, my friend, in a country like India, where premium is very low. Unlike UK, USA, where 30% of practice premium is going to the premium. Today, IDA has tied up with Doctors Risk to provide you most economic policy. And professional indemnity policy is a mandate of a day, my friend. I will again and again request, if you want to safeguard yourself in civil liability, even years to years case does not happen against you, protect yourself with a liability insurance. Now, Doctors Risk have tied up with insurance company like New India, and now IDA has been benefited with that, which offers customized policy. Why I say customized? Because my doctor who has got a policy with them, please go and read the policy, because everything is excluded under exclusion clauses. Please read that, because the policies are made by underwriter in 1991, in 2000, in 1998, but cosmetic has grown post 2000. We are in 2023, my friend. Advancement in medical technology, we are seeing it. Laser LASIK is common nowadays. Second opinion, online consultation is a common. Technology has grown, cosmetic is common. If it is not covered, then your policy is a waste. But the IDA is offering you indemnity policy from New India, which covers everything. Everything. It covers 1:1 policy. Means if you got a policy of 1 crore, it will cover n number of cases in a year. In a year, n number of cases, any number of cases till the time 1 crore exhausted. It covers complete legal fees across the country. Whichever state case goes, need not have to worry about the legal fees, because up to 1 crore fees is also covered. Means till the time your amount of premium is there, even if you win the case, legal will be paid by the insurance company. Greatest plus point is the cashless, because this is the only policy in a country where after court order, insurance directly pays to the claimant. Otherwise, all the policies are reimbursement. And if you don't have money to pay, then you will go to jail, because even if all insurance you have got and you don't have money to pay, insurance company will not reimburse you. This is the only policy which comes with out-of-court settlement to safeguard reputation of my doctors, where in indefensible cases, insurance company may settle the case. This is the only policy which covers complete medical advancement. It covers LASIK laser treatment. It covers online consultation, second opinion. And the most importantly, it covers all cosmetic domain. And such a policy is available to all my dental doctors through IDA, is the blessing to them. Because IDA has offered this policy with most economic rate to you all people. Most economic rate. You will never ever believe the rate which is offered by IDA. You can cross-check with the policy if you are already paying a premium. It is far less than the premium you are already paying. Not only that, you can cross-check with the agent of your local area and ask him how much insurance company offers a premium for protection of yours. You will be shocked to see that IDA has offered even less than, rather 50% less than the agent quoted to you. You can try that only for their people. But remember, my friend, there's a two concept in dental practice, a physician and a surgeon. Many of the insurance company and insurance agent sell indemnity policy to my doctor of physician label. But in our country, ask yourself, are you a physician? Are you only doing conservative practice? Are you only prescribing a medicine, not doing anything which is done by the physician? Answer is no. Because 90% time, every doctor is involved in the procedure. in surgery, let it be tooth cleaning, let it be implant, let it be tooth extraction, let it be root canal treatment, let it be a bracer or whatever. When you are involved in a procedure, you don't come under the physician policy, you are coming under the surgeon policy. Otherwise, your policy will be waste if at all case comes, my friend. And try to understand, BDS itself says Bachelor in Dental Surgery. Why you are demotivating yourself or downgrading yourself by taking a physician policy? I don't understand. I've seen the policies of the people. I was shocked to see that my doctors, just to save a premium amount, goes for physician policy, which is absolutely waste to them. And for medicine, they will go to medical store, not to you, my friend. Try to understand that. So go for surgeon policy, my friend. Maybe premium is high. I'll tell you, for 1 crore, it is 24,000 rupees. Normal policy. But IDA is offering probably 8,000 or 10,000. I don't know. IDA can offer you the rate. For dental surgeon, 50 lakh policy, which is available in 12,000 plus rupees, are being offered to you through IDA. Probably, I don't know, you check the rate even to 6,000, 4,000. I don't know the rate, but that is the lowest price they have quoted you. Because they have negotiated in a group policy, and group policy around 50 to 70% discount has been offered. Because in group policy, to break one people become easy for the insurance company, but a group they cannot break. Like group mediclaim is not repudiated, but if it is one person mediclaim, it is repudiated. So one doctor policy, they will lose one customer, but if they repudiate any customer of a group policy, they will lose a huge premium. So they will not dare to repudiate the claim. So professional indemnity policy is the another defense to you, my friend, and you must take that. Even if you are seeing one patient a day, still you cover yourself. And then again, there is another policy known as medical center policy, covering a center, the cosmetic center, the dental center, the chain of dental center, because your medical center is liable for 90% of compensation with the new law judgments. Any visiting consultant, if at all coming to your center, and if there is, suppose orthodontist is coming, pentodontist is coming, any of people is coming, for their negligence, your center is going to be liable. For your paramedical staff, your center is going to be liable. So have a center policy, because it has been narrated in the court of law that in cranial surgery, surgeon get 20,000 out of 4 lakh bill by the corporate hospital. So ratio of earning is huge. And such a judgment came where consultant have to pay a peanut amount and hospital have to pay a huge amount. And tomorrow it should not happen to your medical center. So cover your medical center also under the error omission policy, which is offered by IDA to you all people with a peanut amount, which covers your paramedical staff, your covered qualified, unqualified staff, which covers your assistant, which covers all visiting consultant center, which covers your non-medical staff owner, maybe your father be owner, your wife be owner. It covers the proprietors, CEO, CFO, partners, or director of your center. So cover yourself with that policy also. Third, the medico-legal services. Medico-legal services is the third important policy, because indemnity policy comes in the picture when case get registered against you in a court of law. But no doctor wanted to register case against them, because once it has been registered in any court of law, it becomes public document, my friend, and can be highlighted on the internet, and anyone can search about doctor, your case will come and people will not come to you. So it is a loss of a business. And to avoid all this, you need to have a medical legal expert on a fingertip. Doctors Risk Medico-legal Services, working 18 years only to safeguard the reputation of the doctor. In 18,000 issues came to doctors, is not a single case has gone to the court of law, my friend. Only timely support system. So what is this? It covers your pre-litigation support system. Means suppose patient has demanded a medical record, or patient has argued with you. You know that is going to be potent litigant. Call your medical legal expert or organization, audit your medical report, audit your OPD report, audit your all the paper prior you give to the patient. Understand what next to be done, how to be done, what need to be done. Everything will be guided to you. During litigation, suppose you are doing surgery, anaphylactic shock has happened, patient died, never get panic. Call your medical legal expert. Understand the procedure. Exchange your medical record. Make it foolproof. Be ready. They are there to help you. Not only that, they are there with advocate also to help you of your territory. And you will be protected in that case. Post litigation, drafting documentation. Your advocate are good, but they are struggling with medical terminology. Your brother can be advocate, but he need your support. Your friend can be advocate, but he need your support because they are unaware about nephrotoxicity or neurotoxicity, or could be asphyxia or hypoxia. You need to support them for diclofenac injection, contraindication, side effect, which is not needed when you got a medical legal expert, because they are the expert in the field. They can take care of all this, the bridge between you. Many of the time, my doctor get defended. Sorry, they get defamed in social media by the patient by giving wrong review and other things and all, which can lose their practice. Ask your medical legal service provider to send a notice to them. They will withdraw the blog. They can be blocked. So sending a defamation notice is again in medical legal service. Not only that, many of the time recovery notice also, where huge amount is got stuck. Send a notice, they will get a money. Legal recovery. Everything is there in medical legal service, pre-litigation, during, later, post-litigation, every supports are there. Medical legal service organization only to protect my doctors charging 1,000 rupees per month. But IDA has offered that also free of charge under the indemnity policy, surprisingly. So another 12,000 which you need to pay for medical legal service separately. If you have seen the least, IDA has offered you that also as a package, which is less than 50% of original rate. Very, very economic. But this is the time where my doctor should understand why this is important. The fourth defense: train your paramedical staff in attitude and behavior. If they are trained in attitude and behavior, you can be best bargain to them. And most importantly, upgrade your law knowledge. IDA is already looking to their people to provide a medical legal tips. Whoever become a part of IDA and doctors is automatically get medical legal tips, latest updates, various sessions, various upgradation of latest knowledge. That is inbuilt part of that. Because we have seen, if law in a medicine had been passed to my doctor, they become more confident and they can protect themselves. Global Institute of Validation Society also runs the courses for medical legal consultant to provide the platform to self-protect and protect other doctors. So IDA is there to help you out, my friend. Take a help of these people. Take a help of doctors' team. Become the part to that. Get lots of advantage and be safe and secured in this country, my friend. You can't expect that I'm not going to be touched by the patient or you'll be immune. At the age of 70, also my doctor are getting notices. At the age of 60s, also my doctors are getting a notices. So now days has gone where 20 years no case used to happen. And many of the doctors today also feel yaar koi case hi nahi hota. But now days has gone when case will happen and you're not secured by indemnity policy or medical legal service policy, you will tend to pay lakhs of rupees. This is my personal experience. People come and pay me lakhs of rupees, and that amount they can have security whole life. They go to the best people and pay a lakh of rupees fees. Don't wait for that, my friend. You can't feel immune in this world when laws are changing very fast in this country. So my humble request to all my people here, to protect yourself in criminal liability, laws are there, but your medical legal service provider can help you to understand the law whenever any police case has been filed against you. So have a medical legal service policy. In criminal liability judgments, definitely medical legal expert are going to guide you to avoid the cases. In civil liability, to protect yourself, even if you win the case, legal fees should be covered. Even if you lose the case, compensation and legal fees to be covered. So it is advisable to have a professional indemnity policy from doctors and IDA, which is provided by New India Insurance Company. In civil liability, everything is covered by insurance company, including all cosmetic domain, is going to be the best. cover yourself, your medical center under the professional indemnity policy of center or indemnity policy of center, which is known as error omission policy, which is again available with IDA and Dr. Risk. You can go on that and you can take the benefit of that. In civil liability, protect yourself with the medico-legal expert services of Dr. Risk, where you will have a on fingertip number of a medico-legal consultant to contact whenever any scenario situation happen to protect themselves or protect self or protect friend circle. You also educate yourself in medical law. Not only you, but you also can be instrument to educating all your friends across the country. By various webinar, you can demand to IDA, various online session you can demand to IDA. If you feel that you are being benefited with that, please do that. Please do that. Ask for webinar, ask for live session, educate your people, which will reduce the litigation in your country. I've got multiple cases of dental people to share. I wanted to share my experience of IPD paper, OPD paper, discharge summaries, continuation sheet, consent thing. For a short of a time, I cannot, but I will advise you go to doctor's YouTube channel or various site or ask for the webinars and online session for the purpose of same. Understand how we maintain the continuation sheet, how the consent need to be maintained. Three sessions we have taken continuously because it's not a one session where I can teach a consent to all the people, because the law of the land has settled the consent law. In 2004, judgment of Kashmir Kohli, thereafter very recently judgment of RG Stone has changed the domain of taking a consent in this country. Understand how and what way consent, how the continuous process consent is needed, how intermittent procedure done on a patient needs a consent. This all can be done. This all can be done through various knowledgeable session you demand. We are doing already for the IDA. We are already doing for the loss of members who are the part and parcel to IDA and to the Dr. Risk. So my advice to all my friend, please protect yourself with a professional indemnity policy. I will advise all my dental surgeon to have not less than 50 lakh policy, preferably 1 crore if you have good practice, but don't bargain less than that because it is your life. 50 lakhs, bare minimum you should go for. Don't look to 1,000 rupees saving for a year, which is not even 3 rupees a day, less than your cup of tea a day. Just imagine what you are saving. So don't bargain on a premium to get a policy less than 50 lakhs. I will not advise with today's scenario. Good practitioner 1 crore, 50 lakhs a medical center policy for normal practitioner, 1 crore for good practitioner is today's advice to all my people to have a professional indemnity policy and medical legal services through IDA platform. With this, I stop here for the question answer. If at all you got any question answer, you can definitely ask. Some chat box is showing lots of questions. If you allow me, I will read and try to answer. Can I go with the chat box question answer? IDA team. Sogya Ranjan has said, thank you for interesting webinar. I request it to be conducted region wise. I already advise you, demand this session through IDA for region wise and help your people to understand that. OPD patient can file a case treated without any charges. Yes, law says that consideration paid or promised to pay or part pay will be considered as a consumer. So even if a patient is not paid you, but promised to pay you, and you have done a treatment and the letterhead is there, he can still file a complaint. Even if you're not taking the money, then also they've got all the right to file a complaint. Drutil has asked, there are some clinical situations, let's presume diabetes for instance, where we as a clinician know there and can be a potential healing complication. However, it is not practical to get every test every single time. Even if the patient signs as informed consent clearly stating all complication and something happens, we can still be liable. My friend, you are playing with your mind. Law is absolute. Try to understand that. If you don't do SGT, simple blood sugar, and later turned out to be your consent is not going to save you. I'll share a Gujarat case very recently where hip replacement done by the orthopedic surgeon leaded to shortening of one of the feet. Guy has filed where doctor was booked under criminal negligence. Doctor has gone to High Court to quash it on the basis of consent. They said it was already consent taken by the patient for the purpose of same. Court has said that this consent is not going to save you, then you are already under crime. So my friend, consent is not going to save you in every given scenario. If you don't do that, I know it is not possible in every single patient, but I will definitely advise when patient talks about his history of diabetes or blood pressure, don't miss it, please. Santosh, fee suggestion to the dental surgeon posted in government unit. Yes, multiple cases I've got in a country where government doctor was also held responsible. So government doctor is not immune. So if you are posted in a government hospital and cases can come against you. But one plus point, very latest judgment case where personal services, consumer fora has excluded the salaried people and hospital was held responsible. But in a criminal case, you are going to be responsible. In medical council case, in spite of that, you're responsible. So even the government hospital dental surgeon have to secure themselves with the indemnity policy and with this. Priya, sir, can you please share any case regarding the online transaction case if coming up in reference to both patient and doctor as digital payment are in a great use? See, multiple cases I have got where online consultation cases, law very clearly says what applies to the physical examination and treatment applies same to the digital examination and treatment. So liability are going to be the same, which I have discussed with you all people. Let it be online consultation or offline consultation. Sneha has already shared you all the details about the policy, queries, anything you got with our Facebook page, Instagram. You can go on YouTube and all. You can definitely enjoy that. Siddesh has asked, sir, whom to contact for taking policy. You can contact your IDA people who has organized this webinar, and probably Sneha may call you on behalf of IDA to help you to understand that. So team of DRMLS will definitely help you to understand that. So they can help you in that. So, but otherwise, if you don't get any call or if you're not knowing, contact IDA people, they will help you with that. Please contact Sneha Pujari. IDA has already mentioned that contact Sneha or Doctors Risk. You can directly go on YouTube, put doctorsrisk.com. Doctorsrisk.com is the organization which protects the doctor. You will find a platform where you can put your query and then team will call you. Sir, please give an offer that if you join 31st, you'll. So, well, it is a great opportunity to you all because I've just read it. So they are offering you discount also if you are going to be part before 31st March. So much so concerned IDA people. Try to understand. IDA is really concerned about their members. They know the depth of the medical negligence and the issues and litigation. They wanted to protect you and to promote these or protect you. They are offering you the discount also. So don't lose the opportunity. Otherwise, also without discount, if at all getting, please go for that. Don't look to the discount. It can be taken from outside other than IDA, right? Just to curious, see, outside IDA also you can do, but probably the customized policy which IDA has designed will not be possibly available outside. So whenever you are taking from outside through any agent, check that all these facilities are being given in writing or it is available there. If it is then choice is yours. But I can bet on it, the amount of premium and amount of service which IDA is offering will never be available outside. Attempt it and then come to IDA. Few word on CCTV. Can CCTV installed in OPD and OT? See, CCTV definitely helps you as a footage for purpose of investigation, and many of the time in molestation cases, which has been multiple cases I found in dental practice where molestation. So CCTV is any good option, but you need to display very clearly every places that you are under CCTV surveillance, and the patient says, I don't want, close that, because privacy of patient is very prime. Right of privacy is the right given under the Constitution. So please be careful when you are putting a CCTV. You go to mall, you will see everywhere it is mentioned, you are under CCTV surveillance. If some patient says, I don't want to be, they need to close it. Privacy is very important. What is the auditing of medical record? Means how your medical record you made, if consent is properly taken, or treatment protocol is properly followed, or everything is properly mentioned, which is required by the code, and it is done by your medical legal lawyer. So not to worry about that. Who was experienced practically. More classes on consent. Yes, Sherin, for IDA, demanded from IDA for medical records and all, will definitely come to you. And naturally, if you are already opted for the services from IDA and medical legal service, you are going to get educated periodically, because that is a part and parcel of education to the member to avoid the cases. More free webinar. Yes, we are absolutely open. If IDA demands, we will always there. Prerna, very informative. Thank you, Beta. 1+, can you let us know SOP standard process, what documentation must? In short time, probably 1+ guy, I don't know who's mentioned because name is not there. Will not be possible for me to deal on a consent or medical record, but I'll advise you go on internet, doctor's YouTube channel or various other channel. You will find my session, which I have spoken for IPD, OPD paper, continuous sheet and various medical record. But if not, then once you are a part to that doctor risk family, you will be will given a free webinar and session on that to avoid the cases. Otherwise, for IDA, we are always there to help them to protect their guys and take a session for that. If patient not paying, we can file a case. Yes, you got all right legal remedy to send a notice to the patient and file a case. You will get your due. You are legally protected by the law for your money also. Can dentist refuse treatment on basis of patient? Yes, you are absolutely okay to refuse a patient. Except in emergency, you can refuse every patient. What is the value of video record consent? Video record consent is a good piece of consent, my friend, for definitely saving you, but you need to have physical consent. Video record can be added, but if at all needed to be provided as the evidence in the court of law, it need to be certified by the forensic department, because voice over, face over, every editing is possible under video recording consent. Dentist, is there a time frame within a patient can file a complaint? Yes, 2 years limitation period in a consumer fora, 3 years in civil court, and till the time the punishment says in criminal court, but averagely 5 years you put in your mind. Patient can go to the court of law. So in a raw language, 5 years you consider for your benefit. Please send a record video of this webinar. You can contact IDA people. They will help you in that. After tell the complication written in file with the patient signature or expectation, then patient comes with the pain and all. See, if you got a good consent and you got good counseling and other things and all, you can protect yourself, not to worry about that. Currently, how many cases against dentists in consumer fora? Huge number of cases. I cannot give you a number, but yes, their cases are increasing against the dentist. Yes, recorded version, speak to IDA people. How much time is to our record? I have already taken that question. Preferably 3 years as per the law, but 5 years for your safety. Really informative, Anjana. Thank you. Siddhesh, please provide contact number of medical legal lawyer. IDA and Sneha can help you in that. Can digitally signed consent are valid? No, not at all. Copy pasted digital signature is absolutely wrong format. Digital signature only ROC approved, where you pay a fees for DSC, is going to be a approved signature. Otherwise, copy pasted signature. I got a case where pathology department has given a report to the patient where MD doctor said, I have not signed, was arrested. Even doctor was arrested for giving a treatment to the patient. Don't go with Nusrat digital signature. Specialty should take how much policy? I have already shared 50 lakhs to 1 crore. Thank you, Sonal. Thank you for appreciating the lecture. Aruna, excellent and very informative. Thank you, Aruna, for appreciating. How many years should record? I have already taken 3 years as per the law, but 5 years for your safety. Thank you, sir, for very Deepak. Thank you very much for appreciating. Pawan, thank you. Oh, Saurabh, I said digital signature is not there. And then all of the insight session and all, thank you to all the people who are posting their appreciation word. And I really thank IDA people for allowing me to speak my experiences. I thank Sneha and their team for making it possible. And very, very special thanks to you all people who have thought of attending this session and remained for almost 1.5, it's 1.15, around more than 1 hour in webinar to understand the law is really appreciating for me. So thank you very much, my friend. I stop here my session and over to IDA team and Dr.'s team.
Thank you so much to our speaker, Advocate Dr. Arun Mishra, for taking his time out and be an insightful and informative session. It was an amazing session, sir. Thank you for all the participants for joining us. I hope all of you all found this session a very informative one. I request you all to please. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
I request you all to please keep your video cameras on so that I can just take a few screenshots. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your time. It was an amazing session, sir. It was a great opportunity to connecting you, and it will be a pleasant experience joining with you. And thank you so much. If
Thank you
anyone
to all
has any
participants.
more
Thank you very
doubts,
much.
please ask, sir. Or should we wind up the session?
Thank you. Otherwise, also, if they want, they can write to legal@drDrSwiss.com. Any queries if you got, you can write to legal@drSwiss.com, or you can WhatsApp me on 9323446163. That is my personal number, 9323446163. You can WhatsApp me. I'll answer your queries better. Thank you. With all your permission, I'll leave the meeting.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you.
We'll be getting the recordings from IDA.
Yes, you'll be getting the recordings.
How?
We'll be mailing you, or we'll be sharing the link with you all.
Can it be organized for local branches?
For that, I need to talk to my team first for the arrangement and all. We'll get back to you, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Because as it was like yesterday, it was a conference there. So most of the branches, like members are not available today. So it's better like it can be organized again for the local branches for the benefit of the members at large.
Along with that, we can share the recordings for all the branches. That would be helpful. So, Doctor, will that be sent as an email or on WhatsApp as a recording link?
Most probably email, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.